I have it set to mute or something. I don't know if my mic is even working. Let's double check real quick. Let's put the mic on mute just to be sure. Okay, I should be good to go now. Welcome back, everyone, to the Coding Fanatic YouTube channel. I'm your host, Richard Clark, and here at Coding Fanatic, I teach Android developers how to build apps using RecyclerViews so that they can scroll through the apps and make it more modern. The slogan is a work in progress, but tonight is the first episode of the Working with RecyclerViews Livestream. Pretty much, I work with a RecyclerView and I teach new Android developers how to do the same. If that sounds like content that you are interested in, then you can join the mailing list at codingfanatic.com. Follow me on social media in the description below. And of course, you know, tune into the Working with RecyclerViews live stream. The name is a work in progress. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. We started a little late, so I'm going to stay on until about 7:30 tonight. So, why RecyclerViews? Why on earth did I decide that I want to start using RecyclerViews? Well, I can show you better than I can tell you. So you see, this is the Super Timer app that I've been working on, and at the moment, I only have one workout added in here. There's the name of the workout, the time remaining, reps remaining, and a seek bar to show the time tracking as the time decreases. Right now, the start button doesn't do anything as of yet, but, well, except for crashing the app. Not sure why that happened. Let me try that again. Okay. Right now the start button doesn't do anything, but at some point I'll be able to hit start and start tracking the workout. Ideally, I want to have more than one workout, and I want it to be in a place where the users can add as many workouts as they want, and it'll just be a scrollable list. But for the time being, there's just the one. So I figure, you know what? Let's add in the RecyclerView and populate it. And this way, we can add as many workouts as we want. And that's what a RecyclerView does. It makes an app scrollable, so you can have a whole bunch of things in it. So my goal is, that's what I want to focus on Coding Fanatic moving forward. That's going to be my target, my niche, if you will. And I'm just going to keep showing you guys different ways to build RecyclerViews. I'll do it using Kotlin and Android Studio. And of course, if there are any changes to, well, anyway, yeah, that's it. I use Kotlin, Android Studio, show you how to build RecyclerViews. Simple. Make your apps modern, scrollable, things like that. Look at apps like Netflix and Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is another one. Duolingo. I mean, even any note-keeping app you use, if you're making like a list of information, you have to be able to scroll through it, right? So that's what a RecyclerView enables you to do. And that's going to be my focus here on Coding Fanatic. So, let's do it. Let's add a RecyclerView to this thing. Alright, so the first things first, developers.android.com. Or developer. May 11th. Oh, cool. Android 13 beta is now available, but that's not what we're here for. We are here to look up RecyclerViews. So we're just going to go ahead and RecyclerView. Create dynamic lists with RecyclerView. All right, let's go over this documentation and see what we can get set up here today. Okay. Create dynamic lists with RecyclerView. RecyclerView makes it easy to efficiently display large sets of data, supply the data, and define how each item looks. Then the RecyclerView library dynamically creates elements when they're needed. Okay. Alright, there's a card-based layout. Okay, so we have image views, text views, and then additional text views underneath it. Create a 2-pane layout. Single pane approach. For larger devices, display multiple panes. List the items side by side with the details of the currently selected item. Okay. So that's sort of like when you're in Windows Explorer. Cool. Sliding pane layout. Alright. Well, what I'm looking for is a typical, I guess, card-based layout. Consistent look across the platform. Cards provide an easy way to contain a group of views. Okay, cool. Create cards. In order to use the card view, you need to add it to your layout file. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second, y'all. Create cards. In order to use the card view, you need to add it to your layout file. Use it as a view group to contain other views. Okay, so that's similar to what we did with the linear layout here. Go to the... Oh, come on, dude. Be cool. That's probably what's causing it to freak out. Activity.kt. Context equals. Unresolved class main activity. Wait, I fixed this last time. We repaired this the last time I worked on change the name of this to something else? Like Clock Watcher or something like that. Super timer. No, it's super timer. Weird. I did change it to Clock Watcher. I knew I did. Alright. Hang on. Class referencing was not found in project or libraries. Use project structure to edit. Let's say cancel. Module build.gradle, application ID, it says Clock Watcher here. Manifest tag and Android manifest. Super timer, it still says that. Package name and Android manifest and remaining too. This is so weird. still says super timer. We'll rock with it for now. As long as the app compiles, that's all that really matters. We can always fix that later. I don't want to get too lost into the weeds here. Oh, I see. Aha. There's a to-do in the start timer method, which is invoked where? Right here. It's the listener for the button. And that's why the app crashed whenever you hit play. Alright, cool. So if I press start, it should... Okay, I thought it would crash. But that's okay. We'll just remove this anyway. Save. Alright, cool. Now at least we know for sure that it won't crash when we press start. Okay. Now the first move here was somewhere around here. There we go. Alright. To create cards. Right, and what I said was, this is similar to our layout here. So we have a linear layout, and we have layouts nested within this layout. So there's one here that contains a text view and the button. There's another one for these two text views right here. You see one text view and another. And then there's one last linear layout for the seek bar. So what this, the Android website states that you have to use a card view for RecyclerViews. So we have to nest everything inside of it. View group to contain other views. Card view contains a single text view to display some information to the user. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. So that should house everything inside. Excuse me, of the card view. Okay. Width, height. Let's set the width to match parent. Actually, I'm gonna change this up a bit. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it exactly as the tutorial says. Okay. Cards are drawn to the screen with a default elevation. This and that to set the corner radius. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with any of this. I just want to create these cards. The card view widget is part of Android X. To use it in your project, add the following dependency to your apps module or build.gradle file. Annotation, card, got it. So let's add that first. So before you can even create the cards, you gotta add the dependencies in. So let's do that. This is build.gradle, which I already have open. Am I in the right one though? App module, yep. Dependencies. Am I in the right build Gradle file? Yes, I am. We can try using this syntax, but I think it's gonna ask me to change it to this. Let's try it though. Okay, looks like it works. Alright, so we've got it all in one card. Alright. So first thing first, we have to update dependencies. In app module. Build.gradle file. Next is adding the cards, nesting any views inside of a card view. Alright, so we have everything all smushed together here, but we want this to look a little cleaner. So let's change the width here of the card to match parent. And reload the app and see what we get. It should span the screen. Ah, there we go. Nope. Alright, so now it spans the screen. Perfect. We're almost there. Alright, so the next step here would be to get it to everything to clean up here. So we're gonna set the height to wrap content and reload the app and see. And that should shrink everything down tiny. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, so it looks like we still have a little ways to go here, but that's okay. So I'm going to take a quick little break, and when I come back, we're going to work on getting all of these items aligned properly. So I will be back in a few. Good grief, these things are hot. Whoa. Man, I have my headphones resting next to my laptop fan. Not a good idea. Okay. So this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. So our goal is to figure out how to align everything within this view, this card view, so that it looks the right way. First of all, I don't even know how the seek bar got above everything else, because that's supposed to be below. Let's go back to our example. Let's see how they set up there. Just have the text view inside. A view group to contain other views, but it's still within the linear layout. An example, the card view contains a single text view to display some information to the user. Draw on the screen, default elevation, yada yada yada. User properties. Linear layout. Layout width match parent, layout height, wrap content. What if I changed the layout height to match parent? What would happen? It should match to span the entire screen, but let's see what happens. Oh, no, that didn't do anything. Alright, never mind then. Keep it at wrap content. Let's look up card views real quick. See if we can find some information. This is the same page we're on. Let's try this one. A frame layout with a rounded corner background and shadow. Let's try this. Let's edit out or comment out everything here if we can. Beautiful. Alright, now let's try rerunning the app. Button start stop. Oh, poo. Let's comment this out too. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, cool. Blank screen. Close out the manifest and build Gradle. Alright. We'll start with the linear layout. For the first row. DP. Alright, let's try 500 DP for the height. And what the heck, let's comment out the text view and our workout name for the ID, button start stop. Wait, but it's here. What? Let's rebuild the project. Unresolved reference text view time remaining. What the heck? This is so weird. Text view and the button are done now. Text view, time remaining. Isn't there one workout name? Oh, I don't have any listeners set for it. That's right. Okay. Let's try running it now. Just going to okay, I guess that button doesn't work anymore. It's so weird. I don't know why this phone is not responding, so I'm just gonna close it out and reopen it. Beautiful. Okay, everything's working again. Great. So let's try running the app again. There we go. Okay, also 500 might be a little too tall. So let's go back to the card view parent and change the height to 400 dp. And oops, wrong one. Okay, let's try 300. 300 should do. Okay. Alright, so we've got the text view, we've got the button. Alright, next row. The remaining time text view and repetitions text view. So let's comment this bad boy out now. The text view time remaining. Text view time remaining. There we go. Save. No, what's going on? Adding variables does not support value initialization. Adding field object. Reinstall and start app. All right. So now we've got the second layout appearing on top of this one. But we don't want it to appear on top. We want it to be in the next row underneath the contents of the first row. That's why I added a linear layout. But it looks like you can't stack linear layouts. Excuse me. Let's see. Card view and Android and RecyclerView. Let's see what we get here. Okay, so here's a tutorial right here. Here's Top Coder. Here's Geeks for Geeks. Interesting. Okay, so they just have a card view instead of a linear layout. But in the example here, the card view is nested within a linear layout. So perhaps we can try. Well, let's see what else they have here. So each card view contains the layout, the card view information, and then there's a relative layout that houses image, text. What's the final result though? Image, text, and text. Okay, this doesn't really tell me everything I need to know right away. Let's go back to the RecyclerView information. Alright, none of this really tells me anything. So we're just gonna I try to avoid this, but what the heck? Let's go to YouTube. Let's see how they set it up. This is master coding. So thank you, master coding. You can see it has multiple cards. Each has 4 text views.
We are going to create the second.
Alright, so if we look through this tutorial here. They have a card view. So theirs is already, everything is wrapped inside of this card view for theirs. And it looks like they have a linear layout with 4 text views nested inside. Let me see. Card view, linear layout. 1 text view, 2 text view. What is that, 4? 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Okay. So it looks like you can use the card layout or the card view as the parent and then put everything, nest everything else inside of it. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep everything exactly like how we had it before we added in the card view. And we are going to nest everything else. Whoop, that's not right. It's not working. Height to match parent. That's weird. Yeah, this is very strange. Doesn't have required attribute layout height. Ah, I see. All the namespaces are missing. Which one did I add in? Android. Nope. Let's see. It looks to be working. Alright. Center, width, height, radius, ID is card view. Let's make some magic, see what happens. I think we nailed it. Okay. The first stage is complete. We've added a card to wrap. We've wrapped everything in a card. Cool. Height. Let's do wrap content. Let's see what happens. It does not look any different, so I'm going to change it back to match parent for now. Alright. Let's take a look at Master Coder's output here. Yeah, so his height is also wrap content, which is what I changed mine to, and then the width is match parent. Cool, okay. Maybe if I increase the corner radius, it'll look a bit more cornery. Nope. I still don't see any. Oh, there we go. It's really small. Can I zoom that in? There it is. There's a corner. There. Wow, look at that. It's so cornery. But not really, huh? Maybe it's because the padding is so low on these, but that's okay. Alright. I think I will follow this tutorial to see what to do next with adding all these different cards in. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna work on next time. Yeah, so shout out to Master Coding for including this card view, wrapping everything in a card view widget. I think I'm actually gonna follow this tutorial moving forward. Alright, so okay, I think that about does it for tonight's working with RecyclerViews Livestream. We did not get the RecyclerView quite set up yet, but that's okay because we're well on our way. We've got a card view that we're using to wrap all of our views, and the final result will look like this, where you have not this, but you'll have a bunch of card widgets and all the information and things like that will be nested in there, similar to what you have here. But as you can, I can't get it without the annotations, but can I? Anyway, let me see. I can't. But if you look, dang it, I wish this weren't covering the actual phone itself. Hint, hint, Master Coder hint. But yeah, you can see that there is a card with information and another card with information. They all have the exact same format, where it's a series of text views. So here's 1 2 3 4, then 1 2 3 4. You got the planet name, the distance, surface gravity, and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna follow this, and we're gonna get the I want to do this exact same thing with the cards, but wrap each workout in a different card. Yeah. All right, so that about does it for tonight's working with RecyclerViews live stream, name pending. Thank you all again for tuning in. I'm your host, Richard Clark. Here at Coding Fanatic, I teach new Android developers how to build scrollable apps. At least I show you my process for learning it for now. And once I have it down, then we'll do a bunch more examples and we'll be on our way. You guys can follow me on social media in the links below in the description, and also join the mailing list over at codingfanatic.com. You'll get the New You letter, which is a newsletter each week where I go over some tips and tricks that I use for productivity and how I'm able to meet my goals and make changes and things of that nature. And also, of course, every Wednesday night from 6 to 7, we're going to have the Working with RecyclerViews live stream, name pending, where I work with RecyclerViews and show you guys how to do the same, so you can also build some scrollable apps. But and again, thank you all for tuning in. I'm your host, Richard Clark, signing out, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace. Nailed it.